Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to hopefully the final stream of Eternal Strands. Because my God, if it doesn't end today, I'm gonna freak. I swear. It has been stretching the ending a bit too much. Alright, with that said, let's finish up any quests. There is no quests. So let's proceed with the main story. Hello, Alex. All right. The ending, hopefully.
Khan Arteme, my Weaver Band has repaired the Ark we followed through the Veil and discovered its true purpose.
To nullify the tangles at the source so it can be repaired.
Its anti-magic properties are why we were able to follow it through the Veil in the first place.
I see.
If we could get it to the source, we believe it could stabilize the Enclave.
Except the Grand Gate was broken when the Ark pushed the Herald back through it.
Surely there must be another way to reach the source.
Now that it's repaired, couldn't this Ark be used to leave the Enclave the way you came?
In theory, sure.
What are you saying, Khan Arteme?
It's time for someone to protect my people. I need to use that Ark to get us all out of here.
You would leave with the Surgeborn running loose? Or worse, allow them to spread and wreak havoc across the Maida in your wake?
No one has succeeded in stopping them yet. We've been trapped inside the Enclave for decades. It's time to set ourselves free before the Surgeborn overtake Cassidon's hold and kill us all.
Is shoving problems under the rug truly the Enclave's legacy? Because it's a pattern at this point.
Agreed. Your people are better than this.
The Surgeborn has infiltrated our scry. It's learning how to use our enchantments against us. If we don't put a stop to this madness, how long until they overtake the Arks? Or bring down the Veil and spread across the Maida?
That is concerning. Still, let's be clear. Even if you could reach the source, there's a massive Surgeborn that almost killed you lurking down there.
Honestly, I was about to kill it.
I'll be ready for the Herald this time.
And what are you going to do about all the tangles? Punch them before they disintegrate you?
We will leverage the Aeroliths to control miasma at the source. We think this will clear a path so that I can escort the Ark.
Interesting. You've put more thought into this than I'd expected. But, as you've said, you have no way to reach the source.
Fine. Our plan has a few kinks to iron out.
More than a few.
How about this? If you can just give us time to present you with the final plan, it'll be your call whether or not we move forward on it.
I suppose that's fair. I can't pack up this stronghold in a day.
One more thing. It's clear by now the Enclave hides its secrets well. If there's any information on the source, I need access to it.
There are private records that can only be accessed with the Eye's signet. I suppose he's not using it at the moment, but...
Bryn did just save your people from certain death not too long ago.
Fine, you can borrow it. You should find information at the Spire in Upper Denevron, the Bastion, and the Institute.
We'll arrange a meeting with you when we're ready.
Good luck.
Okay, Upper Denevron, Institute, and Bastion. Okay. Upper Denevron. What's the weather? Flash freeze. I mean, I don't really care. I'm not gonna fight it anyways, but I don't like being slowed down by the cold air.
Council records are meant to be public. Wonder what else the Eye was hiding from his people.
What? Oh, it's too high. The table I did it on broke. Oh, is it down? Oh, God.
Records on the construction and maintenance of grand things across the Enclave.
Eastern Circuit of the Institute. Right? Yeah. Oh, I can only change the weather on one map? Or I can only do it like... Okay, whatever. It's fine.
My, that's the eye signal. Did you know it can reveal the Enclave's secrets? Not that I needed it to pry into the eye's darker truths. You're trying to find another way to reach this. I'm not sure. We have to speak more empathy.
I'm sick of your voice already.
Such impoliteness is unbecoming of you. Didn't your parents raise you to be a nice, respectable girl? I gathered from how the Eye spoke of his own daughter, so the core values your kind instills in their offspring.
Oh,
Field
and
notes
then
from an
Bastion Garrison. Oh, I can just teleport straight down there. Perfect.
Last time we went looking for answers in the Bastion. Half the documents were torn to shreds. What else were they hiding behind the Eye's signet? Looks like research that's been compiled on the ecological and geographic impact of the surge across the Enclave's landscape. There's an entire section on the widening of the Great Chasm.
hope you're not afraid of diving into bottomless pits.
Hardly. Maybe a little. Why?
Despite the Grand Gates no longer functioning, there is a more direct way to reach the source. By dropping straight down into a rift in Lower Denevron.
You know, last time I wanted to charge into a restricted area, you weren't so sure it was a great idea.
People change. Maybe I've learned a thing or two about calculated risk-taking from you. And the prospect of securing the source makes this a risk worth taking.
With this knowledge and Sev's plan to control the miasma with the aeroliths, I'll get Aurea to call a meeting with the Axel.
Perfect.
All right, everyone. Let's give Khan Arteme the rundown.
Using the aeroliths, I can trigger a miasma everywhere they affect above ground.
It is advised that your people remain indoors during this process.
The miasma will flow from the source, which will lessen the raw magic enough to keep Bryn safe while she escorts the Ark.
And how is she going to get there without the Grand Gate?
She'll drop in through the rift in Lower Denevron.
Skies, of course she will.
Don't worry. I've got plenty of experience scaling down cliffs.
Once she's in the underworks, she'll stay within the Ark's protective field and follow it to the source where it will fulfill its purpose, to pacify the Tangles.
And what about the Herald?
That's where you're going to need to trust me.
You really think you can do this?
When I doubt my own abilities, I just look to my band. Kaz is prepared for plans A through Z. Dharm and Sola have me armed to the teeth. Aurea is going to guide me through thick and thin. Lane knows more about the Enclave than the people still living in it. Arik has brought us into your world, and Sev can control the freaking weather. How can I fail?
You've asked me to guide us. Now, it's time for you to trust me when I say, this is our path.
Kenrick lied to us for decades. It's hard to believe anyone who says they're going to take care of the Surgeborn now. But with how open you've been, and everything you've done for us already, you've earned my trust. We will stay and fight for our hearth.
Thank you.
Bryn, I'll coordinate with Sev. When you're ready, come see me.
Ooh, it sounds like the end. I swear, if this ends in like the next 20 minutes, that would also be kind of annoying. Because I could have just played for 20 more minutes yesterday.
This is going to be a challenging expedition. Are you ready?
Let's go.
Have Arik escort Khan Arteme here. I'm ready to move out.
Good. Take some time to rest. And I'm sure everyone will want a chance to speak with you before you head into the rift.
You all worry too much. I'll be fine.
I know that. Just make sure the others do, too.
All right.
That armor still looks so good. Well, I knew people had things to say. Good.
Sola, how are you feeling about the upcoming expedition?
These days I can handle just about anything. And that's in large part thanks to you.
Me?
You supported me through all this Tarmakine stuff without faltering. Even when it felt like my world could crumble in the face of it. And then...
I did do every
you didn't
single
just
side
bring
quest.
Dom and
You are
I back
correct.
together. You and Casman showed us we never really lost one another. I just feel so much more resilient thanks to you.
Come on. That was all you.
Don't worry. I'm not selling myself short, but you gave me space to grow as a person. Not a lot of friends are brave enough to do that.
Anytime, Sola.
I'm ready to do whatever it takes to help you succeed at the Source, Bryn.
Glad to hear it.
Okay.
Hey,
How's it going, Arik?
sorry. I get kind of keyed up before anything big. Breathing helps. And this is a big one, isn't it?
Maybe the biggest. At least in recent memory.
Legendary understatement. Anyway, we're as ready as we can be on my end. The scouts still in fighting shape after Stanord's folly are deployed. They'll be reporting on Surgeborn behavior and ready to intercept if anyone moves against Darm and the Axle. We're even field testing some reweaves to the enchantments on our scries. Some progress there.
Sounds like the guide is settling into his role pretty smoothly.
Yeah, well, I mean, someone's got to. Thanks. We're going to do this, Bryn. You're going to do this.
That's the plan. Thanks for all your support.
You're what we needed. Someone to step up and damn the consequences.
I have never gone all the way up here before.
Bryn, not just quick of blade, but big of heart. It's always a pleasure to see you.
It's always a joy to see you two, Dom.
Not everyone can catalyze a discussion between a couple that clearly needed to happen. You'll always have my thanks for that.
How are you feeling about the expedition?
We are as ready as we can be, and with our intrepid point as the vanguard, what could go wrong?
Rather a lot, honestly.
Yes, but it shan't. You will overcome, and you need to keep that in your heart. Hope is like magic. Its real strength comes from inside. Will, fortitude, and belief can overcome the impossible. If you believe that you have what it takes to win the day, you shall. I know this, and you do too.
I find myself once more mining the past for clues. An impulse not born of regret this time, but we've achieved much together, it's true. But beyond this, what more can we do?
We've done everything we can, right? So perhaps we just need to have faith.
As alien as it is to me, yes. At some point, we need to lean on belief, founded in trust, founded in fact. Doing it again?
I don't think I've seen you like this before.
It's not my most particularly favorite way to be.
Why don't we run through some of the preparations you've made to take your mind off it?
Right, yes. I've prepared all the potions and filters you might need. Mixed them up in bulk, thanks to the equipment I've gathered. From the raw ingredients to the essential alkahests to the final product, I am sure that what I've made is of the highest possible quality. You're right. It did help.
I'm sure you have thoughts on the upcoming expedition?
It's funny. You'd think I'd be remembering my mother, the expert weaver. But my father is on my mind right now. What it must have been like, cultivating his fields year after year.
Taking a moment to enjoy what you've cultivated.
I'm at peace. My new role is to help you build upon what I've learned.
That's quite the legacy.
One last piece of advice before you go?
Always.
When the time comes for you to find your own apprentice, choose one that can help you with this transition like you've helped me.
If I survive this, you mean?
We both know you will.
After the surge, we no longer had any reason to celebrate. Our seasons were broken, so any festivals we once had to celebrate their transition suddenly lost their meaning. So we stopped. I've lived my whole life like this, only hearing stories of joy and calm and peace and optimism. Never seeing it myself. If we succeed today, there may well be a reason to celebrate once more. And my heart burns with the desire to give that gift to the children of the Enclave, who would otherwise go without.
We'll get it done, Karnatame.
Hirun. I very much hope so. Don't die down there.
Hasn't happened to me yet, so that must mean the odds are in my favor. Kaz, how are you feeling about the upcoming expedition?
Surprisingly okay. Not too long ago, circumstances like this would have sent me spiraling. But these days, I feel like I can handle it.
I'm glad to hear it. You've come a long way.
I wonder how this would be
I'm
different
really
if you
proud of you.
didn't do any
Thanks to
of the
you.
side quests. Talk to
while we have a
anyone and
moment,
just
I
play
should
through the
probably
main
tell you.
quest.
I know you can do this. No matter what that crummy herald says when you get down there. You're going to kick its proverbial butt out of the source and save the Enclave as we know it.
Kaz.
Because everyone's
helps to hear
problems would
that.
be unsolved.
Yeah, well, normally you're the one who says the right thing when I need it, so I thought I'd change things up for this.
Thanks. You're a good friend.
Oh, you gotta pet this cow. Yes. Okay.
I've run every test I could think of.
I can name 7 or 8 subtle variations of snow off the top of my head if you need more weathers to test. Freezing rain, flurries, squalls, sleet. Sleet's fun. Well, to say. Sucks otherwise.
You really are from the mountains sometimes, you know. When I told you about the Grand Gate and Stanil's plan, I wasn't sure I was doing the right thing. You and the band have helped a lot with that. A lot. I even feel like I understand how the tapestry works. We can fix this place, but I'm going to need your help. Understand?
I look forward to it. So you are worried about me?
Not a chance. Just came to wish you luck. This will be a career-defining moment for you. I've been fortunate enough to have my share of them, so I recognize one when I see it.
The Enclave is the heart of our legacy as Weavers. An expedition to restore it? That is so much more than I could have dreamed of doing with my life back in Carnhaven. What if I screw it up?
You won't.
What makes you so sure?
Something I saw in you the first day we met. You act in spite of your fears, not because of them. Call it intuition or faith, but I call it letting love drive you. Whether that's love of a person, a place, or a culture, or, in your case, a love of adventure. I've had great accomplishments throughout my career, but if there's one that will profoundly shake future generations for the better, it's bringing you here.
Thank you, Oria.
Sev is set to vent the tangles from the source when you're ready, Bryn.
Okay.
I hope this works.
We have every reason to believe this will make the source tolerable for you. I'll tell Sev to get started. Dom and Khan Arteme will escort you to the rift with the Ark.
Looks like Sev was right. The rift has been vented. It's as safe as it's going to be.
You sure that rope can hold us both?
It'll do the job. Just try to land gracefully.
I always do. Got it.
My magic will only carry the Ark for as far as I can see you. Good luck, Bryn of Carnhaven.
So, out of all their high-tech stuff, they can't make a freaking bungee so that she can descend safely? Or a harness? Instead, they made her climb down with
I
like
don't have to carry it.
a 600-pound thing strapped to her back.
Bryn, you've kept me waiting.
Ignore it.
I plan to.
You'll find I demand attention. Admit, you like me too. Why else are you always coming for our tailside chats?
I'm not listening to you. How'd that work out for Kenrick Staneld?
It's very Mass Effect.
Breathe through it, Bryn.
Who? Yes,
I know
Mass
its
Effect
voice
2.
is making your skin crawl. I feel it too.
It helps when you guys are talking, instead of it.
Then we'll keep talking. We're here for you.
All we're missing
matter
is this
what that voice
swarm of
says,
deadly creatures trying to kill
Stop
us.
the Herald before. You can do it again.
That furry friend of yours betrayed you, and yet you don't mind having him in your ear. Double standard.
Bryn, you put your faith in me at the Grand Gate. I'm doing the same for you now. None of us would still be here if it weren't for you.
Getting close. One last chance. Join me, and I'll grant you strength beyond your wildest dreams.
I've already told you, I don't need it.
If you're strong enough without me, why are there 7 crutches chattering in your ear?
They're not crutches. They're friends.
We could be friends.
What's so funny?
Couldn't destroy me with an arc of my size. And so you brought a toy instead. Whatever. I'll destroy it after you perish.
Damn it. Bro, please. Thank you. And it's pushing me off, and that is just kind of annoying. Game, I totally blocked that. What the fuck are you talking about? Oh my god. See? See how easy that is? What? Okay. Okay. That was stupid. Can I please open a portal? What the fuck are you doing? Okay, why are you not auto-grabbing onto things? What? Get off the rock! Oh my god, I hate it! Why do you auto-cling onto things I don't want you to? Huh? Of course. Yeah, this boss fight is fucking retarded. So terrible. Because you can't climb from like one place to the next. And you can't jump. From the monster's body from one place to the next. So because it's not all interconnected, it's just fucking retarded to play. It's so bad. Like, I honestly just don't even want to do this anymore. It's a terrible design boss fight. What a garbage piece of shit. Seriously. Horrible way to end this. Let's make a boss to where it completely fucking nullifies the entire fucking mechanic that this game is built around. Of course I go. And that is the most annoying thing in this game. is that it doesn't work how I want it to work. Oh my god, why do you jump backwards? Do you think I wanted that? Bro, so many of this. Oh, I'm just so done with this, man. Oh good, now there's only one place left, and it's gonna be like the most annoying thing to go on. Okay, never mind. It actually worked that time. Okay. You know what I like the best? When giant fucking towering bosses go right up to your face so you can't see what the fuck they're doing. And then they do an attack that obviously wouldn't hit you, but still hits you anyways. Such a terrible boss fight. Oh my god.
What's dark?
Aurea?
Rin, we're losing.
Arrogance is so typical of your species. The breach is too wide for your arc.
Breach? What breach?
The breach between our world and yours, of course.
You're from another world?
You call us Surgeborn, but we are ancient. As old as the tear between worlds that bleeds what you call magic. A wound your kind tore wider in their own quest for power, until they could no longer contain it, and the inevitable happened.
The Surge?
The Surge. An event so cataclysmic in both worlds it shook them to their core, and it left a path, one I had to follow. Your kind have mastered the coral, indestructible and suffused with incredible power. Power you barely understand and haven't earned. Power that should and will be mine. You can't hope to compete with me. I carry with me 1,000 souls and 1,000 bodies. You are an insect. Consider it an inherent failure of your species.
Could you shut up?
Does the truth strike a nerve?
No, you're annoying. And I'm trying to think.
Rin, Arik managed to get the scry back, for now.
We've lost visuals.
The Herald is down, but regenerating. And the Arc of Verdance. It's working, but the raw magic is too much. The Arc can't pacify the Tangles.
You need to get out of there. Now!
No! I have to do something.
Bryn, we will find another way.
Don't bother. You will die. Just like the Eye's daughter.
Whatever
Her name was Isla.
Is this supposed to be dramatic to make me run up here by myself? Okay. I could have just used a teleport spell or whatever, that gravity dash.
Bryn. Can you hear me? Bryn, talk to me.
Oh no.
Come on.
I...
Would have been better if she died. More dramatic that way. That's the ending? No, you can't do that to me. You have to show a cutscene of what happens after all this. No. You cannot do that to me. There is no final cutscene to show like the aftermath, the next step in this storyline. What? No, you can't do that. I can't skip this. This was a good game. Honestly, I liked it. A much better, I wouldn't say much better than Avowed, but better than Avowed, which is the game I played before this. So, while this is running, because I can't skip it, let's talk about the game. I think the fighting and the magic and the overall gameplay of the game is pretty decent, especially the combat. Very fun. The climbing mechanic is the most jank shit out of all the climbing mechanics I've ever experienced in any game. And that includes games like Genshin Impact, which in my opinion had a better climbing mechanic than this game. Now granted, you can't really climb on monsters in that game, but you have so much control when you're trying to move somewhere on like a flat surface by climbing. And of course, you can't even compare the climbing mechanic to this game to like Dragon's Dogma, because that game is just leagues better. Like, just for a few examples, Why is it when I press the same button to jump on a surface so that I can like do that little jump dash up or to the sides, that sometimes I do the same button input, but yet my character just jump backwards and away from the surface I'm clinging onto? What is that? That is so annoying. And then, can you believe this? There isn't a button for me to push so that my character stop grabbing onto things, so I can just let go of a surface. How do you do that? So like that is the biggest problem in this game by far, is the climb mechanic. It's good, but it's just has too much jank in it. All right. So honestly, biggest problem with the game is that. Story-wise, it's pretty good. You're exploring a new quote-unquote lost civilization that has been lost for like 27 years. So I don't know if you can really consider that a lost civilization when it's only been 27 years, but it's cool to experience, you know, and move around this like destroyed city essentially and learn about it. Characters are really fun to talk to and interesting to talk to, and they have their own emotions and things that they care about. And here's the thing, even when the game puts the danger in front of them or in front of you, the player, like, oh my god, this whole place is gonna die, the individual story and what the characters care about still makes sense, you know? Like, it's all building towards the goal of you surviving and escaping instead of just nothing, right? That's like my biggest problem about any like apocalyptic style story. And then characters just like, hey, can you go over here and I don't know, like grab these minerals so that, you know, I can build myself a golden spoon because I like to eat my food with golden utensils. There are so many quests like that in like stories that involve a story that essentially you will die if you don't complete it, and characters just give you quests that makes no sense, and it bothers the shit out of me. In this game, however, all the quests that they give you is building towards you getting out of this place and surviving. And it makes complete sense as to why you need everyone in their best moods and working together to accomplish that goal. No one is really asking you to do anything that is completely like nonsensical and not related, or and not like, you know, really building towards a way for you to survive, which is great. I love that. The boss fights are actually pretty cool. I like climbing on them, of course. I love Dragon's Dogma, so climbing on things, especially bosses, are like the best thing ever. And hacking off body parts and getting, you know, materials off of them. The one weird mechanic I would say though is that if you do initiate the insta-kill quote-unquote mechanic, or use that to kill bosses, the bosses are too easy, which is kind of sad, because if you actually use that mechanic and just kill boss over and over that way, they're super easy to kill, and it's kind of weird to, you know, I don't know, it's just kind of weird. I don't know how I don't know how to put it into words, but it's just kind of weird that's this case. However, the bosses do drop like 5 times more resources if you kill them normally and not use the insta kill mechanic. So there is incentive for you not to do that. So, you know, I don't know. Music, I barely heard some of it, but music is pretty okay. I don't really pay attention to music in games, sadly. Well, not really sadly, I just don't really care for them. Small enemy variety. That's what I was thinking about. Small enemy variety in this game is kind of bad. Like, the big bosses are cool, but there's not enough small enemies variety. Let me summarize the type of enemies in this game. Wolves, flying bugs that shoot fireballs at you, invisible lizards, like 3 different type of arcs, small arcs. So archer, regular, and shield. And then there's like a white version of them, and I do not count that as a different type of enemy. They're just the same enemy, but more health. I don't know why I say health like that, but more health. And then of course there's a Surgeborn, which is essentially the arcs. Literally, they're essentially the arcs, but again, just a little bit different. There are, you know, regular Surgeborn, sword and shield Surgeborn, and range Surgeborn. So again, I don't really count that as a different type of enemy either. So there's like literally 6, maybe 7 different types of enemies in this game that you fight on the map that isn't the big bosses, which is kind of ridiculous, especially when you have, what is it, the same amount of large bosses as the same amount of variety of small enemies. So that could be a huge improvement, which is, you know, vary it up. The environment is pretty cool, but there isn't really extreme differences in the environment. There are 2 maps that are jungle and forest related. There are 3 maps. Yeah, there are 3 maps that are city related or cityscaped, and there are 3 maps that are underground. So there's not like a huge variety in like the differences in each map, like environmental wise, but they fixed that by having weather conditions. Well, fix is a big word there. They made it less repetitive by putting in weather conditions. Let's see. Anything else? Oh, weapon variety. I think weapon variety in this game sucks. I'm gonna be the first to say it. Like, sword and shield, great sword and bow, that's it. And sure, like, you have different abilities on the weapons, but come on, their basic moveset is the same. The way you use them is the same. The abilities don't really make a huge difference except for the bow. The bow's ability is absolutely insane. But yeah, weapon variety kind of sucks. I wish you have a little bit more. Magic variety kind of sucks as well, I'll be honest. You have 9 spells, but half of the spells are like traversal spells, or spells that don't really help you in combat, so you don't really use them a lot. Oh, now they let me skip. Thank you, game. And, okay. Alright. Well, let's go talk to everyone.
Now that Casman's trading with the Hearthsiders, Khan Arteme has reached out to ask if I would forge arms for the Scouts. They've been wearing leftover Ark armor all this time. Though I'll have support from the Enclave's smithing guild, it'll be a long project.
Sev won't be teaming up with you on this one.
The Axle has Sev working on the tapestry right now. Besides, I'm just happy to see he's found his calling.
I didn't think it was possible, but he stands a little taller these days.
Me working with the guild, Sev controlling the weather, you kicking major ass at the heart of the Enclave? Who would have thought we'd wind up here when we first passed through the Veil?
Not me. Part of me thought the Ark of the Stricken Earth was going to do me in.
You had to know you had a chance at winning. We've all come a long way.
Do you ever miss the days when the stakes of the band's adventures were a little lower?
Strangely, not at all. It's been quite the rush. Though, give us a few more scares like you did when the scry cut out, and I might change my mind.
Don't worry. I can go without defying death again for at least a little while.
There she is.
I live!
I'll admit, you had us all worried for a beat there. But it's good to see you back on your feet.
Tell me about you, Eric. This has been a lot.
Well, on the one hand, still getting used to the title, but it is coming in handy for throwing my political weight around. Hirun and I don't always see eye to eye, but she's sharp and we work it out. We're hoping to lift the restrictions on the Scouts mingling with the larger Hold populace for one. Lots of happy families.
And on the other hand?
I feel like I've won some kind of prize being allowed to spend time with your band. You're all such veterans as weavers. It's an honor to feel like I've been accepted.
How are the people at Cassidon's Hold faring?
Everyone can feel it. Things are different. It's like a pressure we'd all got so used to is lifted.
Perhaps literally.
The raw magic, you mean? Hadn't thought of that, but you're probably right.
How have you and the other scouts been doing recently?
Exceptionally well. The Surgeborn are still out there, but they're disoriented, scattered, something like that.
That will be easier to deal with for everyone involved.
Yeah. Still dangerous, but it's like they're roaming aimlessly and only acting on instinct.
That all sounds positive. Any thoughts on where we go from here?
Well, there's one very important thing. You are not allowed to die or make me think you died anymore.
Oh, spirits. Yes, of course. I can work very hard on the staying alive front, just for you.
All of us? Really? You didn't see the band's faces when the scry cut out. These people adore you. Anyway, beyond that, it's hard to say. I suppose we start to reclaim things. The Veil's not down, just stable. We work with that and see what other wild curves this place throws at us. And with you and your band here, I'm pretty sure we can handle anything.
Okay. Sounds like they're recovering.
Oh, drat. Wait, no, thoughtless dove. I am delighted to see you up and about, Bryn.
Are you sure?
I am delighted to see you. And, as it turns out, Lane has just emptied my purse.
Never bet against the alchemist about recovery times.
Indeed. A lesson I have zero regrets about learning, for it means you are up sooner than I would have thought possible.
How about the tapestry? No chance we've managed to remove all the tangles?
Alas, no. Not visibly. But I did hear the Axel talking about an effort to restore the tapestry. She dropped your name a few times. They'll make a statue of you someday. Well, unless her political machinations all fall apart. Fewer statues in that case, but that's for the politicians, yes?
How's our little Ark friend holding up?
So far, very well. It continues to pacify the raw magic coming from the source, and is self-sustaining as far as we can tell, thanks to your little push. Please don't do that again, by the way. Very dangerous, and we're all terribly fond of you.
What's going on with the Veil?
It's not coming down anytime soon, but it no longer seems to be overcharged. In retrospect, it's possible the Veil was the only thing that stopped the source from outright exploding.
How so?
Its activation pulled, and continues to pull, mind you, an enormous amount of magic away from the source. That draw was enough to slow the rush of magic. It's possible the reason the Veil went up so suddenly was as an emergency measure.
Oh,
We clearly
That's
did
cool.
something at the source. But was it enough?
To stabilize things? Oh, yes. What's become abundantly clear is that the source had been damaged, though we're not sure how. Perhaps a small surge that cascaded into the real surge? That's all in the past, though. The current flow of magic seems to be balanced such that the Veil is consuming most of it.
That sounds good, right?
Oh, most definitely. It leaves us at an equilibrium. That is so much better than the alternatives.
So, what's next for us, do you think?
I have every plan to continue studying the source while I can. The Axel has given me special dispensation. She feels my presence somewhat tempers the ambitions of the High Enchanter. He seems rather keen on becoming the next Spindle, less so on securing a sustainable future for the Enclave. At the same time, I'm told the Alchemists are making a hard push for their representative to take the position. Their political jockeying buys me time to poke and prod the Enclave's secrets. I have no complaints. Sola's been teasing me about it incessantly, of course, reminding me to take a breath of all things. Which reminds me, I do have some things to attend to, so I won't bend your ear unnecessarily. Here if you need me for anything, Bryn of Carnhaven.
well, before I talk to her.
Glad to see Lane's got you up on your feet. The Axel and I have opened up trade between our band and the Hearthsiders to support Sev's work with the Aeroliths. She seems lighter since you got back from the source.
I'll have to check in with her and see for myself.
The relief efforts showed me it's difficult to pinpoint when a community is coming out of crisis. But there is one common marker. People start putting things on their calendar again. Could be as small as an appointment with your local apothecary, or as big as sending invitations to your wedding. You can't plan for the future when tomorrow's not a guarantee.
You think the Hearthsiders are starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel?
Not even close. But they're starting to live again regardless. We're lucky she made it out alive.
That's more than luck.
It is good to see you up and about again.
Thanks, Ev. Nothing keeps me down for long.
True, but don't go expecting anyone to pin a medal on you. Sola still doesn't think we should waste the materials.
Aw, you remembered. So, what's next for you, big guy?
The only thing left for me and Tarza are assassins. So, it looks like I'm staying. Not that the Veil gives us much choice, but you take my meaning.
The Axel will love to have someone with your expertise around.
Yes, I am a better collaborator than Stanil, she tells me. And she's willing to provide whatever I need. Just so long as it stabilizes things, and I mean that politically as well as magically.
She's like my mother, always thinking about her role more than herself. Still, powerful patron to have on your side.
And unlike my last patron, at least she seems honest about our relationship. We will both benefit from my work.
I don't know many weavers who could do what you just did and survive. Scratch that. I don't know any.
I feel a bit lightheaded from all the tonics, but otherwise, I'm back up on both feet.
We thought you had...
Darm and the Axle practically tossed me through the loom gate after I made my way back up the rope. They looked pretty shocked. I suppose, even with the tangles disappearing, the odds of me making it out of the chasm were slim.
Let alone surviving what the spindle didn't. You know, channeling your magic into that arc was risky.
She did it for the Enclave. So did I. And you would have done the same.
I can't argue with that. On to the next adventure, then.
On to the next.
All right. Thanks.
You were tremendous at the source. I'll admit, I was rather worried about you, but... Well, you made it through. And, dare I say, defined a generation of weavers in the process. You've made history and lived to tell the tale. Tremendous work.
All in a day's work.
So few words for such a momentous achievement.
I need to keep that ego under control, after all.
I don't think anyone could blame you for having an inflated ego after taking down the greatest foe imaginable all by yourself.
And yet, I must restrain myself. What a cruel world. So, what's next on our to-do list?
Getting back into the thick of it already. Let me check my notes. I have a line of research I'd like to pursue. Come find me when you're ready.
Oh, good.
Sounds interesting. I'm all over it.
I look forward to discussing it.
Let's see what the end game post-credit quest
While there's still more to do,
is.
I think we can take a moment to congratulate ourselves on making it this far. Only then can we look forward. And after all, who knows what the future holds?
And after we congratulate ourselves, what then?
We get back to it, just like we always do.
Well said.
Would you have preferred the five-headed poison-spitting lizards in the end? What? Back when we were working to undo Asylum. You said you'd be fine if the underground was filled with five-headed lizards spitting poison. Don't you remember?
You're an odd one, Lane. You know that. We wouldn't change a thing about you, though. But as far as five-headed lizards spitting poison, it's hard to say.
A lot has happened. But suppose the five-headed
I would
lizards
have
didn't speak.
preferred a five-headed poison-spitting lizard to that final boss fight. At least I could,
We have our
you know,
answer.
scale it.
A pleasant morning to you. What's on your mind?
I've got something that I'm struggling to believe.
Then it must be something rather special.
It's about something the Herald said when I fought it in the source. It said that it was from elsewhere. A place we wouldn't be able to understand. And the Herald claimed to be older than the Surge. Much older.
That is a fascinating assertion. And we've received reports of it reappearing after you defeated it.
Right. I heard that too. I would have mentioned this earlier, but with all the action and me...
It is an RPG,
Say no more.
but it's
I
an
do,
action
however, think
RPG.
that Oria and Darm need to hear about this too. Oria? Darm?
The
Would you mind
difference
coming
is,
over here?
you know,
You're looking uncharacteristically serious, Lane.
you're playing a character,
I'm looking
and
normal,
you
I
don't
think.
really get much
But
choice in what they do,
You are correct.
other than how they respond to
The
things.
Herald claimed to have existed for a long time before the Surge. And it said that at the heart of the source, there's a breach between worlds. That's where the Surgeborn came from.
I don't know how we'll tell everyone about this. Will they
Story-wise, of course.
Will they even believe
You still
us?
get to play them
Should
in
we tell them at
gameplay.
all?
Hold on, Lane. You're jumping to conclusions. It's possible that the Surgeborn was lying.
It's true. Even though it never technically lied to Bryn, it certainly enjoyed its little mind games.
I really don't think that's the case. It wanted Bryn to join
the
it.
game is about
This would
hunting
explain
giant
so
monsters.
much about the origin of the Surgeborn.
I believe the solution to
And
our
making
worries
better
is,
gear.
as always, more research. Bryn, since we've received reports
I already
of the Herald
finished the game.
reappearing,
This is
would you mind
post-game.
hunting it
This
down
is
for us
after the
here?
credits.
Specifically, to know for sure whether it is as otherworldly as it claimed to be, I will need you to harvest its pattern. As fresh
Oh,
as
okay.
possible for me.
Absolutely. I've already killed this thing twice. A third time will be a piece of cake.
Splendid.
Game
Understanding
Plus?
the unknown
I
kills
mean,
any fear it may hold over us. Is this
we'll
course
see.
of action acceptable to you two?
Yes. Sounds good to me. What do you think, Lane? Would that make you feel better?
I suppose that's a sensible way forward. Sorry, big revelation. I need to take some time to process this. Dom, will we analyze the resonance together? I need to prepare my workstation.
I don't think it's New Game Plus. I think it's more like
Of course.
post-game
The resonance,
things.
yes. Good luck,
Which,
friend.
Don't
personally,
need luck when I've got a team like you behind me.
I don't prefer doing. Harvest a Surgeborn Herald to collect a preserved Herald resonance. Harvest a Herald to collect a. Wow, okay. Lane Oregon. Okay. Do I really have to fight that thing again? Oh my god. Wait, what? Wait. It didn't spawn? Or am I reading it wrong? Hang on. Yeah, this is post-ending. While I was finding the search board, it told me that it had come from another world, though it's suspicious, especially not that. See that? Okay, agree that we should investigate further, though Lane is naturally concerned about the implication of another world. They asked me to harvest a resonance from the Herald pattern. Now that it's reappeared. Yeah, okay. The Herald did not reappear. I don't know what this game is talking about. I guess I'm gonna have to sleep until it appears. Arc. No, no, nope. No and no. Okay. Great. What time is it there? You mean like where I am currently living in? Oh, there it is. Oh, there's two of them. Two of them appeared. Oh, that's pretty cool. Let's go. It's like 2:30 in the afternoon. So I would need to go over here, maybe? Oh god. Ow. Oh good, it's the same boss fight. Are you guys ready for the worst boss in this entire game?
I know I can harvest its
Because
pattern.
I'm not.
Just need to do it again.
Oh good. By the way, do you see how fast it grabbed me? I didn't even have any time to like respawn to it. can I actually damage it? Okay. Oh, good. Okay. Oh. Sucks to be you. Parry that. Nice. I hate it when the boss just runs up to you like that and then hits you, even though that move shouldn't hit you when it's like doing that. Ugh, this boss fight is so bad. It's so bad. Like, it's using its enormous body to block your camera, and then it hits you from behind, even though it's swinging forward, because the hitbox is completely janked. And the worst part is, if you stay in the body like this, you take damage. See? So it's literally using that mechanic against you by just moving on top of you all the time. Look at that. It knows that if you stay in that too long, you take damage. It's just annoying. The programming of this, the AI of this boss fight is just annoying. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, of course. Yep. Yeah. And that hits me somehow. Even though I was inside its body. Yep, and because this boss fight isn't actually a physical entity, whenever you destroy one part of it, you just fall off the boss, instead of, you know, moving on to the next part of his body like a normal boss. Oh. Okay, and sometimes you just bounce off the boss like it's, I don't know, weird. And oh god, can I please go over here so I can attack this? And yeah, okay. Wow. This is the worst boss in any video game I've ever seen in my life. Yep, and it has a mechanic. It has a mechanic to push you off of its body as well. Please climb the right way. Please climb the right way. How did I end up on its face when I was climbing its gauntlet? Oh my god. Of course. And okay. Right. And yeah, that makes sense. So sick of this. Oh, okay. Partially my fault. Yep. Just move right on top of me. And of course, use your massive freaking size to hide your attacks from me, so I can't react to it. Because this game is, or this boss is fantastically designed. Yeah. Holy crap, dude. Oh my god. Oh, never mind. It pushed me off. Yep. Remember that complaint that I had when I said that this game doesn't have a button that you can push to just get off of things? Yeah. Yeah. Why does this boss have a mechanic to push you off his body? It's so annoying. And it uses it all the time. Does it not have a cooldown? How did that hit me? I was blocking. Oh my god. What was that? Where are you climbing? Oh, okay. This is so freaking annoying. Huh? Oh, I'm grabbing onto his finger now, apparently. And, okay. Yeah. Yep. And that was not high enough. Thank you. Oh, that was not the right weapon. Can you give me, like, some room? Oh, yep. So I can, like, actually fight you? So the only way to beat this boss is by harvesting it. Did it just knock me off while I was holding a button? Okay, game. That has never actually happened before. It grabbed me? Bro! What the fuck is wrong with this game right now? What do you want me to do? I can't do anything when I'm grabbing it and like harvesting it. Ow. Yep. That hit me, by the way. Do you see that? I mean, of course you saw that, because that was bullshit. My god, this boss fight is some of the worst design in video game history. Oh, it knocked me off again, by the way. Because it has a mechanic to just auto push you off of its body. And it grabbed me. And of course, I'm in its body now. So let me get this straight. To kill this boss, you have to move onto its face, which the only way you can do it is by using a spell, which costs a ton of mana. Thank God I have unlimited of it, with cheats. And then you have to aim it perfectly so that you land on its face, which is very hard, by the way, especially when it keeps moving around. And then sometimes you don't even grab onto its face to actually do anything. You just fly right past it or bounce off of its body. And then once you actually make it onto its face, you have to move onto the point, press and hold E. And while you're holding E, you literally cannot do anything else. You literally cannot react to anything because it's a locked animation. And the boss have two mechanics. One, it just knocks you off of its body because why not? And the other one, it grabs you and throws you off for like 700 damage. What in the actual fuck is the person designing this boss thinking when they're making it? Okay. All right. Bro, why can't I open up another portal? Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Like, he instantaneously grabbed me there, too. Oh, yeah, look at that. Oh, of course you grabbed me. Of course. Even though I stopped harvesting to move to a different spot, you just alter your grab. Why not? Why am I not climbing? I'm holding the up button. Climb, you stupid game. Oh my god. And you shook me off because, yeah. Yup. What? Where am I climbing? Oh, okay. Wow. Right. Yeah. Oh, and also this boss summons ads, by the way. Like, not even a little bit of ad, like a lot of ads. Oh my god. You gotta be kidding me. GG? No, Alex. Not GG, because this boss is bullshit. I almost got it too, and the boss just grabs me off of it. Oh my god, I see it grabbing me again. Like, you cannot climb fast enough to get out of a grab. I'm done with it. I'm so fucking done with this boss fight. Holy shit, dude. Yeah. Get off. Get off. What? Can you please just do what I want you to do? Why are you not opening a portal? That was not where I aimed. Yep. My God. Wow. Look how fast that grab animation is, by the way. I got on, grabbed it, and it immediately grabs me. Look, no cooldown at all on any of its animations. Can I win? Oh my god. Oh, something knocked me off. I don't know what, but something knocked me off. And I can't believe that this boss is so bad. Like, this is the worst boss fight I have ever experienced in my entire life. Nope. It's already in the grab animation. I can't. I literally can't. Look at that. It's bringing his hands back up to grab me. I just don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to do. What do you want me to do? Oh, yep. It like instantly knows that I'm starting to like harvest it, and it immediately grabs me. You think I need to weaken it? I don't need to weaken it. The reason why I know that is because the story version of this boss fight just doesn't need that for it to happen. And I don't think killing or weakening it does anything. Oh, and also, by the way, just so you know, here, I'll show you. You literally cannot damage this boss fight anymore. You can't damage him. Like, once you break off all the parts, he's invincible. The only way to kill him is by harvesting him. Please climb up to the face. Oh, maybe? 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 Oh, okay. Yeah. Look at that. It's immediate. And I can't. Okay. All right. How did that hand grab me? I was climbing on it. What? Okay, please. Maybe? Nope. Can you damage his glove? I cannot. Every single part of him is invincible. See? Nothing. Oh, he's shaking. Oh, thank God. Oh my God, I lucked out there. Oh. Okay, he's in the middle of an attack animation. No. Okay. So it is, I think he's scripted to grab me. Okay. I am damaging him by like superheating his body, I suppose. But I can't kill him. That's the worst thing. Part of the quest requires me to harvest him. And I don't think I can harvest him. At least it's not a 20-minute episode. Yeah, it's an hour-long episode trying to kill one freaking boss. That is the worst design I've ever seen inside video games.
Stretch the scry any further.
All right. Wow, look at that. Double grab. I dodged the first grab, and then it immediately goes in for a second one. Okay. This is absolutely unbelievable. Yeah. So I'm starting to notice that whenever you go into the harvest animation, it does an animation reset. Here. I don't know if you guys have starting to notice it. but it goes into an animation reset for a grab attack. Okay. Try damaging it more. It's gonna die. Like, I can kill it now that I know I can just superheat the armor and then it takes damage. God, I hate this boss so much. Just every aspect of this boss fight is just so utter garbage in design. And I hate how they program the boss to run up to you and like put itself into or put its own body on top of you, because, you know, it can damage you that way. Please. Yeah. So you noticed that, right? It was in the middle of the shaking animation to get you off, and then it immediately skips like 5 fucking frames and goes into the grab animation. So this boss has a mechanic that literally is to prevent you from doing this. It's so stupid. So I don't think I can actually harvest the boss because it has that mechanic in it, and I don't know how to stop it from doing that mechanic. If I can even stop it. So you would think that you would... Nope. Jesus Christ, dude. The grab animation even homes in on your character. That's how bad it is. So right now it's in the anime. Nope. It immediately goes out of the animation of lifting you up in the air and then swinging down to go into the grab animation for you to, you know, when you climb on his face. It is just awful. And then sometimes the portal just don't open. I don't know why. And you know, sometimes you just bounce off right off of his body, even though you should be grabbing on every time you hit the surface. And sometimes you just fall off of its body for no reason. Oh, good. Can you get off of the wall, please? Might be the worst boss you've ever seen. This is the worst boss you've ever seen. I don't think any game has a worse boss than this right now. How did I fall off there? Why didn't it open the portal? Oh, okay, the other here. I mean... Like, I know you can freeze it, and then I know you can just like shoot it, but like that'll just kill it. And I don't need to kill it. I need to harvest it. That's like the literal part of the quest. It literally says right there, harvest the Surgeborn Herald. Okay, it moved into my freaking portal thingy. Nope, it literally skipped anime. Oh. Look at that. It skips 3 frames into the grab animation. Look at that. It reset the animation into the grab animation again. Yeah, I don't think you're supposed to do this. Like, I'm like 100% sure now that it just resets whatever animation it currently is in into the grab animation. Well, I'm just gonna kill it. Maybe it wants me to kill it. I don't know. If killing it lets me harvest it, it'll be the dumbest thing ever. It's at 0 HP and is not dying. Okay. So what now? It's at 0 HP and is not dying. I can try and freeze it and then shoot an arrow at it again, I suppose. Yeah, it's invincible. No, the thing is, like, I don't think you're supposed to be able to kill it. Like, you're supposed to harvest it to kill it. No. Okay, you know what? We're done. I am done with this game. This is the worst and most disappointing thing I've experienced in gaming yet. And I'm not even gonna try it. I don't even care anymore about this quest. I rolled credits. It is done. I am leaving. And yeah, I don't know, man. Like, it's still good. It's not an average game. Like, it's good, you know. It's not bad. So I mean, I think it's like a 6 out of 10, minus an entire point for this boss fight design right here. Even if the boss isn't bugged, it's a terrible boss fight. So I was gonna give it a 7 until I fought this boss. This entire boss, minus an entire point off of it. But we're done. Thank you for watching. I will more than likely be back with a different game. It's only been 2 hours. So I'm gonna end the stream, go grab lunch, and we'll see what I play after this. So I'll see you guys then. Have a wonderful rest of your day. And I'm off. Bye.